What's up, guys? It's Keefe. In today's video, I want to talk to you about this big mistake that keeps guys from being able to change their lives and achieve success in any area of their life. I had a whole nother video planned I was going to talk about, but honestly, this video really hit me in the middle of making that one. I was like, you know what? This is what I want to talk about. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going straight off the cuff. I'm keeping it real with you. And this is something that's been personally hitting me lately, so I want to share it with you so that you can recognize in your own life when you're making this mistake so you avoid doing it. Now, before we get into that, I made this channel to help you create your ideal life through self-mastery. So if you're ready to level up your life, start taking new actions, getting new results, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. I put out new videos every single day to help you do exactly that. So let's get into the video. So this big mistake that guys keep making, and like I said, I've been making this mistake a lot, and I'm only now starting to get to where I'm like pretty good at avoiding making this mistake, but it's really twofold. And the first big part of this mistake is expecting to be perfect and not being willing to learn and continue to grow and improve over time. This really comes down to persistence. And the second part is an inability to let go of the reins and let things work themselves out, right? It's this need to like our rational minds feeling like I got to control every little phase of this thing. And if it doesn't go exactly how I suspect, then it's like a wash, right? It's not worth doing and it's a total disaster, right? Because I don't understand it rationally. So I really want to get into this video a personal example for you. I'm going to put up a video. This will show how persistence and accepting learning, right? Not making mistakes, like understanding you're going to make mistakes rather than expecting to be perfect at something right off the bat. And just because you're not great at something right off the bat doesn't mean it's not for you. This video will sum that up. This is a video I made back in like 2016. I was trying to get on ESPN's First Take. They were doing this like contest thing where you just send in a video and they're going to pick certain fans and they're going to come on the show and they're going to get to debate with like Stephen A. and Max. So I've sent this video in.
How good are the Dallas Cowboys, Stephen A. Max? Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the NFL, and it pains me to say it because I don't like them any more than you, but it's straightforward. That offensive line, no smoke and mirrors. We're coming for you. You can't stop us. Falcons offense ain't going to get on the field. Broncos 24th against the run in the league, and the Patriots, their best thing is scheming. You can't stop a five-man offensive line, though. That's Belichick's thing, stopping the best player. Well, you got to stop a whole five-man front if you're Belichick now. There's not going to be any stopping them.
So as you'll see, that video was pretty bad, right? Like I'm like talking like this and like really stiff and stuff. Like it's like really weird. Like I was incredibly uncomfortable on camera, and like literally no one was ever going to see this video, right? Like only people were going to see it was Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, like, and they weren't even going to see it. It was just going to be their team picking somebody who wasn't shit on camera to go be on the show with them for a little while. And so I just like stunk it up. I was like, I thought I did really good also at the time, but you can see like I've gotten significantly better. And honestly, if I could show you videos, I don't have any really saved, of the Instagram stories I used to do when I was trying to promote my fitness programs about a year or so ago. I got progressively a little better, but I still sucked, honestly. And so when you see that, you recognize like I've gotten consistently better. And you can go back and play my early YouTube videos and see I've gotten consistently better at talking on camera. And I think a lot of guys make the mistake of thinking like, if I'm not good at something up front, then it's not for me, right? And then we get discouraged and then we give up, okay? And this ties into another part of this, which is when you expect to be perfect, your rational mind has this idea of how things are going to go, and when it doesn't go the way your rational mind expects, it assumes the whole thing's a failure and it's not for you and all these different things. And so a good example of this as well from my life, which is something I've had to work through, is in building this business that I'm building. So for those of you who noticed, I announced that my Unleashing the Alpha workout program is about to be on sale, okay? And I'll put a picture of it right here, but I announced this on my community page a few days ago, and my plan was I was going to release it on Black Friday. That was going to be the rollout date. I was really pumped to be giving it to you guys because I knew you guys were going to get great results out of it, and I've had several people reaching out asking for help with making workout plans and things like that. So I made it specifically for you guys to get great results. I was really pumped to send it out to you on Black Friday, but I had some issues, and the issue happened because I'm not perfect, right? I made a mistake and I had to correct that mistake, right? And so that, for example, what I'm talking about here is on the back end of my business, I had an issue with my payment processor. And the reason that I didn't get this issue corrected in time to launch for Black Friday was because I wasn't properly organized. Organization is not my real strong suit in business or just in life in general. I'm not incredibly organized as a person. That's something I have to work on. But because of that, I missed an email that told me that there was an issue with my payment processor that I needed to fix. And that was like 2 weeks ago. So now it's day of, and I'm trying to figure out what the problem is, right? And so what's happening is my mind's getting really frustrated, right? It's like, what the hell? Like, I made this video, I had this whole plan, and it starts acting like, screw this, screw the whole thing. I don't even want to make YouTube videos. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just tired of it. All this like nonsense starts coming up in your head because it's not going the way you want. Well, again, this is twofold, right? You got to understand that in achieving goals, in trying to be something that you're not yet, which in my case is I'm trying to be this big business owner. Maybe in your case, it's you want to be good with girls, or you want a promotion, or maybe you want to be a big business owner, or maybe it's fitness for you. Maybe you go to the gym and you don't get the results as quickly as you expect. And so you're like, screw this isn't for me, right? We all forget that we have to learn things, and there's going to be things that come up that we don't expect, right? So like, I thought I had it all figured out with business. So I was like, all right, I'm killing it in the marketing thing. I know how to sell people. I know how to speak to my audience. I know how to give them the value they want. I've got an audience. I give them great products. I'm stoked about this product. One thing I missed, right? Organization, and it got me, right? But now I've learned that, and I'm going to do better about it. And so we get better. Now, I want to use that as the example for you in your life so that when something happens, don't go into this immediate victim reaction that is really easy to go into of like, the world's out to get me, it's not meant for me and stuff. No, it's just an opportunity for you to grow, get better. Understand that this is part of the process. And how does this tie into this letting go idea that I'm talking about? Let go of expecting everything to go exactly the way your ego mind wants it to, right? In fact, things will go better if you just let go, okay? Some of the best results I've ever had were when I stopped putting so much pressure on things, stopped like trying to act like everything had to go the way I wanted, and just let things happen, right? So that's what I've had to do with this program launch, right? So the program's probably going to come out either tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday at the latest. That's hopefully my plan. We'll see what happens. It's definitely going to be coming out, but I just got to wait for the issues on the back end with my payment processor to get fixed up. But you know, when this didn't happen, I was so angry, and I noticed how attached I was to things having to go exactly the way I wanted them to. And I also noticed how easy it was for me to get mad at all this other stuff and to act like the world's out to get me, right? You know, like I spend a lot of time trying to help you guys level up. And so I sometimes wonder if I come off like I'm preaching, and I don't want to come off that way. I want to come off like somebody who is working through this process as well, has figured out some things and wants to share it with you, right? Because I'm still working on stuff too, obviously, here. I found this $45 million mansion in Florida that I got to buy, and I'm not there yet, right? But anyways, my point in saying this is, you know, I was so attached to like, it's got to happen this way, right? And so I'm like, screw this. I'm getting all mad about it. And that's just a mistake, because you have no idea how much better off it will be now that things happened in a different way, right? You don't know how things are going to work. Like, for example, maybe with this organization thing for me, maybe what I learned is something that's going to save me so much trouble down the line, right? When I've got like a 9-figure business going, it would really suck to not be organized when you're dealing with that much stuff and that much liabilities and assets and employees. It's probably good for me to learn that lesson right now. And I think that's a good way for you to see things, because sometimes we get so glued in on what we're doing right in front of us, right? And it not working exactly how we expect, that we don't take a bigger picture perspective, right? And realize, first of all, the things we're doing really aren't that important, right? And understanding that in a bigger picture, it's good that you figured this out now rather than later a lot of times. It's really good that most people get their mistakes out of the way before they're really catastrophic, right? Like, most of our youth, our childhood is spent with our parents correcting our behavior so that we don't fuck up as adults constantly, right? Because it would really suck if you were 30 years old and no one had ever taught you to look both ways before you walk through the street, and you just walk right in there and get plowed by an 18-wheeler, right? Like, that would really suck. So the point is, understand most of the stuff that you're going to try and go accomplish in your life is going to require you to change as a person. And in that change, you're going to have to figure new things out. You're going to go through humps. Don't get so attached to those ups and downs. Use them as lessons. Keep improving. Keep a positive outlook, and continue to focus on what it is you want. Also, if things don't happen exactly how you expect, understand that's not necessarily a bad thing. It might work out better, because your rational mind doesn't know everything. It only knows what it's doing right now. So keep those two things in mind, guys, when you're trying to accomplish things. I hope this all makes sense. It was kind of a rambling video, but if you got something out of this video, give me a like so I can reach more guys through the algorithm. Hit the bell icon and subscribe button so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.